Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Olivia the Bull because I'm a Taurus, okay? And what I do is I'm a spiritual advisor and I give people practical tools on how to ascend in their everyday life. Different situations. Sometimes everyday life involves healing trauma. Sometimes everyday life is, hey, this is going on in my relationship, all types of issues. I typically don't even record my videos at night, but I got so many downloads today and I just felt like, you know what? It's late at night. I'm up and I really wanted to do a collective reading for those of you that are subscribed to my channel. Please be sure, if not, to comment, like, share, and subscribe if this video resonates with you. And this is going to be a completely channeled message. We're going to just see what comes up and let's get into the reading. All right, y'all, so I'm going to be shuffling live for this one. I just had so many freaking downloads that I couldn't even go to bed. I was like, okay, there's a message for someone. And if it's just that one someone, we're going to get into it. So the theme of this reading, I wanted to start off by low vibrational energy. This is for people, what I was getting is, those of us who are manifesting partners, a lot of times we get discouraged because we're like, man, I'm a light worker. I'm an empath. Like, I'm doing all this inner work and I'm attracting these bottom feeders. I just got the word bottom feeders. I want to see what that bottom feeder energy looks like for those of you that are working on manifesting a relationship, but you feel like you keep attracting like the worst of the worst. The Empress. So what I'm seeing is the Empress in tarot represents feminine energy, the feminine side of us, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but it's that Taurus energy. You know what I'm saying? It's that. Now, the legend of the tarot, or the story behind the Empress, is, she rules the earth plane. She's abundant. She's a great mother. She's just everything you would want in a partner as far as feminine energy goes. And to get to the state of the Empress, you have to basically, it's all four queens. I'm sorry, I put three. All four queens combined. The Queen of Water, Earth, Fire, and Air. So she's the embodiment of full alignment. Everything that you would ever want in a spouse, because I wanted to see what that bottom feeder energy looked like. And so for those of you who consider yourself to be a positive person, or a person who's self-reflective, or a person who's an empath, or anything like that, what I'm seeing is that when you meet someone, this is how you perceive them, as the Empress on your level. And I want to see why, because obviously everything gravitates to the sun, y'all. So if the sun is shining, moths gravitate towards the sun. But I just want to help those of you who seem to be put in a situation. Can you give me a clarifier for the Empress, please? The Queen of Cups. So what I'm feeling here, the Queen of Cups is a very emotional person. And a lot of times as an empath or starseed, light worker, whatever, witches, brujas, all y'all, it doesn't matter. I don't discriminate, like whoever, whatever you resonate with. But it's almost like what I'm seeing is a lot of us are lacking at the bottom of the deck emotional fulfillment. With the Queen of Cups, it's like sometimes you can feel emotionally isolated. And if someone appears to have it all together, we're very quick to, with the Knight of Wands underneath that, to rush out of this situation of feeling alone and isolated. So we get involved with the Queen of Cups. So what I'm going to do is I want to channel and see what does it look like for real with the Empress. What is so attractive about the Empress? We know what's attractive about the Empress energy, but what's underneath the surface of the Empress? What are people missing when it comes to attracting people who seem like they got their shit together, that seem like they've got it all? The speed. Okay, I just heard the speed. And it's funny, there's a lot of water energy. The Chariot is all about forward movement, courage, you know, grown from the mud, that lotus energy. But this the zodiac sign that represents this is Cancer. But the Chariot is like that quick movement when you've emotionally decided to go in the direction. So when you're attracting someone, oftentimes they seem like they have everything together, emotionally available, the combination of everything that you ever wanted. But the reason why you get stuck, like, well, okay, well, if I attract someone so great, how do I keep missing it? What's the freaking pattern? But if you notice, you see the Eight of Swords always represents the mind. Now, sometimes eight can be liberation with karma, or it can be a pattern where you get stuck. If you think about how the number 8 goes in that circle. So some people can get stuck in 8 energy. 8 is supposed to be, you know, a new karmic timeline. Think about the 8 as a snake where you shed that skin. But some of us get stuck in the 8. You see how there's 3 swords on the left? And the 3 of Swords in tarot is all about heartbreak. And then on the right, you have the 5 of Swords, which is conflict. So for those of you, it's like maybe the people that you're dating or you're attracting, it could be business, or, you know, it also could be friends. They seem like they have it all together. They're very stable, emotionally and attentive, grounded, open, and they want to be with you. They want to quickly move on with you. And that's the clarifier for the Empress. But the issue that I'm seeing that's beneath the surface is that the speed of your connection. So where a lot of people are getting tripped up with this 8 of Swords energy and feeling stuck is because the speed of when you get into these connections, there's not enough clarity. Now you see how the 7 of Cups, there's a turtle, okay? And to me, the turtle signifies taking your time, right? Because to me, the 7 of Cups, none of the options are good. That's just my personal opinion, because it's like, to me, there's always an obvious choice. Like, I'm not going to ever be confused about what I know is good for me, but a lot of times intuition turns into paranoia because they're on the same side of the spectrum. So it's kind of like this energy here turns into this. So you might be in a connection and feel like, why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel like I don't know what to do? But this person comes off so loving and sweet. Or this person seems emotionally available and they really want to be with me, and they made it known very quickly. You know, because right here, you see, it was never clear from the beginning. So the turtle here at the bottom is basically saying, take your time, because the Chariot is a quick energy and typically perceived as a positive energy. But because the 7 of Cups is underneath, to me, the 7 represents the psyche. And it's so funny. Yes, the 7 is a psyche. To me, 7 is the knowledge. It's all about spirituality, your mind, the psyche. Look at that 7 here and a 7 here. So this is what, if you're in this situation, this is the little detail that you're missing in your connections, because it might seem like it all started off great and then this person was like, what? Or it could seem like you feel anxiety about someone who seems good. It's because maybe you're moving too fast. You get one little thing and you're off, or you guys you guys can relate in your suffering. Because the Lotus to me gives me the energy of like when you go through something hard and you come out on the other side. So some people are trauma bonding. Make sure that when you get into a connection, you're not bonding over trauma, because it's not saying that you can't identify that you guys have been through similar things, but if the core thing that is propelling your relationship forward is trauma, it's not a good sign. And with these cups, there's just this hazy, cloudy energy that it really, really takes you out of your power with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Because the Queen of Wands, she's someone who knows her power. She's intuitive as hell, and she just makes decisions because she's so sharp. So some of you guys are getting tripped up in connections because it's almost like, how do I even put this? Sometimes you're looking at everyone that is pursuing you. And this is just for some of you. Some of you guys are looking at everyone who's pursuing you as an option, but none of them are fucking good options. Because the 7 of Cups, it's all cloudy. You really want to move to the 9 of Cups, because the 8 of Cups, you walk away. In tarot, the 8 of Cups, the person's walking away. So none of them were good. But that's how I'm interpreting this deck. So to me, it's kind of like, if you're in a situation like that where you're feeling this Eight of, Swords, or you're feeling this cloudiness where you don't know if you're intuitive or if you're paranoid, you're already out of your power. You're already out of alignment, because there's something that you are missing. Because the thing is that even though the Devil didn't come out, the Devil card, the Empress represents the surface level, because Taurus rules the earth, and so it's almost like, be mindful of people who only look good on the surface. And it's very interesting how I'm vibrationally picking up how this cup, this Queen of Cups, her face looks kind of angry. Like, her face doesn't look very happy in this deck, and the cup looks sharp. The cup doesn't look like something I would want to drink from. It almost looks like a robot to me. It looks like a freaking robot. And it looks like, yeah, that's how it's crazy. It's almost like this cup looks like a freaking robot. And it's like, some of you guys are dating people who because you know how they always say that the person you date is sending their representative in the first 3 months. It's almost like you're dating their representative, and they're sending this cup, this counterfeit cup, and you feel like it's so funny, you feel the sharpness, but everyone on the surface, like, oh, they look like a nice person, oh, they're very attractive, or blah 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 blah, but you're feeling like this. Guys, if you're looking at something pretty and you don't feel good about it, that's because it's not. It's because it's not, because that's not an energy of alignment. This is not an energy of alignment. So a lot of the reason is because you don't, it can be very challenging to trust yourself, but the divine is saying you avoid suffering when you trust yourself. What if you just took a chance and just decided to trust yourself? What if you just did that? So I want to pull an advice for this before we close this up. I just felt led to just get on here and do this. Let's see. Can we just get one card advice for everybody going through this? The Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, now remember, guys, I just said you don't want to get the Seven of Cups, right? I said you don't want the 7, you want the 9. And I did say that. The 9 is at the bottom of the deck. Because you see, even in this wish fulfillment, there's a genie representing like it's what you really want. Look how there's one fish, guys. There's one fish out of all these other freaking 8 cups. Now, I told you, you don't want the 7. And the 8 is when you walk away. So all these 8 cups are no good. You want that one cup. It's like, it feels like a wish. It feels like yes. It feels like 100% yes. That's why the divine's saying, take your time. Some of you guys, it's not that you have a bad picker or that you're cursed or whatever you want to say. It's because you're going too fast. Your speed. The divine is saying symbolically with the turtle to slow down. And the card that I actually pulled was the Two of Cups. Now you notice how that same turtle is at the bottom of this one. See, the divine is saying a lot of you guys are searching for that soulmate, that person, your forever person, that forever bae. And look how these cups look. Much more easy to drink out of. Much more easy. It's flow. Even if you're not identical, there's qualities in you guys that you recognize. Like, you have what I don't have and I have what you don't have, and we drink and it's reciprocal. And this cup looks way more sharp. It's like that representative, like that it's like, oh, hey, I'm just going to mirror you. Now, your soulmate may not look like you. They might be different from you, but they complement you. And the Two of Cups is a soulmate card. So a lot of you guys I've done a lot of readings about people, especially during Libra season, that are feeling imbalanced in their love lives. And the divine is saying the main thing that's tripping you up is speed. Because people are always sending their representative in the beginning, but not everyone's a trickster. But how you feel is leading you directly to your soulmate. How you feel. If you feel paranoid, that's enough to say goodbye to any connection, because what you're really dealing with is an emotional robot. So guys, I just wanted to do this video, even if it's just for one person. This one's kind of long. I'm going to post it on my YouTube as well, but I just wanted to say how you feel is enough to say goodbye. Because if it's in alignment, it will feel like a freaking wish. It won't feel like clouds and it won't feel like anxiety. All right, y'all. Stay blessed.